I'm Duke Mullis, and I've been coaching more than 20 years in the state of Georgia. And today I want to share our motion offense with you that has been so efficient and allowed me to enjoy some success in my coaching career. I derived at this offense my very first year as a head coach at age 23. Kind of stumbled across it when I went to scout a local college to learn some offense, and I finally had to put my pen and paper down because the players, each possession, were doing something totally different. I later talked to the coach about it, and when he said even he didn't know where the players were going to go each possession, my interest was there, and it's very unpredictable. You can't scout it, again, because even the coach doesn't know exactly what they're going to do, but it's based on principles, a few guidelines, and I like it because it teaches the guys how to play basketball. It's best said that instead of teaching them plays, we're teaching them how to play. I've also learned that the players enjoy it because they get an equal number of touches as opposed to set plays where there's some envy or jealousy or frustration when the coach does not call out their play or call out their number. The players enjoy it. They enjoy the freedom to choose their own cuts, to read the defense, and that sort of thing. So for that reason, over the years, we have taken what has worked. We have built on it. Like all coaches, I've kind of stolen some here, stolen some things there, and today I'm going to share with you our progression on how we start from the very basics and build up with building blocks eventually to a very efficient offense. An offense that's hard to guard, that puts pressure on the defense and makes the defensive player, along with the opposing coach, have to make tough decisions. Do we go under the screen, over the screen, and so forth. So I hope you enjoy as we show you our various drills leading up to our motion offense. All right, we're going to move forward teaching our motion offense, and we're going to break this up into two parts. The first one is a motion offense that does not involve screens. We will refer to this as free or move, and we name our offenses hopefully one syllable, something we can call out and be heard quickly. And we also want them to be descriptive to our players to remind them of what we're trying to do. We name it free because there's a lot of freedom in our motion offense, particularly the one without screens. And we also refer to it as move, M-O-V-E, because it is the essence of motion offense to have constant movement. This first one that we do, called move or free, is the foundation. It's a building block for our more complicated motion that involves the screens and reading the screens. We're going to go ahead and start with our most basic drills. The first few drills we do are fundamental to any offense or any offense that we might run. So we're going to start at square one with some fundamental passing drills, footwork, cut drills, and we'll basically lead up to our motion offense. To start off with, we will start with our free that involves no screens. All right, let's go ahead and have everybody grab a ball. We're going to be on top of the three, all the way around the three-point line. This first drill that we're going to do is a ball protection drill. We want to reduce turnovers, and there's 2 or 3 ways that we set up drills to simply focus on reducing deflections that the defense may get and just reduce turnovers overall. The first one is a square-up drill. It's the basic triple threat position, and there's a few guidelines or rules that we're going to give them as we move forward in teaching our motion offense. All right, Tyler, go ahead and grab one more ball, please. All right, to start off with, we're going to call simply this our square up drill, teaching our guys how to square up, protect the ball. Too many players will, when confronted with intense defensive pressure, they immediately start dribbling the ball, or they'll get rid of the ball like it's a hot potato. We challenge all of our players to be able to protect the ball without dribbling, passing, or shooting with intense pressure. This starts in a sitting down position. We want our ball on our hip, and we're simply going to keep the ball on our hip as we play the game. If we want to change hip, we always want to go over our head or below our knees. So we can refer to this as a sweep, like we're sweeping the floor, and a swing, sweep and swing. We also say high and low a lot, high and low. Now the reason we do this is because most steals come in the middle third of the body. It's from bringing the ball across our midsection. So if we want to change from one side to the other, we want to keep the ball out of the middle third of our body. It's over our head or below our knees. All right, now to teach this, we'll have everybody get a ball. I'll start off. Go ahead and get your feet square, balance. We're going to sit in the chair, ball on our hip. We're going to stay high. We're going to swing the ball over our head quickly and a lot of times. Ready? Go. Quick, 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 quick. Stop. All right, this time we're going below the knees, hip to hip. Ready? Go. Sit in the chair. Stop. All right, now remember, square up, be able to see the floor, see what's going on. Too many of you are bending over right here where we can't play basketball. Sit in a chair, keep your back straight. All right, this time we're doing the same drill, but we're going to mix them up. Sometimes high, sometimes low. Ready? Go. Stop. All right, now, this time we're going to use the jab step. The jab step creates space when we jab forward. Looks like this, creating space between me and the defender. Get the guy off of you. Also, we can do a reverse pivot right here. All right, this time when I say go, we're going to mix it up. We're going high and low, but every time you go high or low, we're going jab step forward or jab step backward. Ready? Go. Stop right there. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and, Jonathan, you can keep that ball. Let's put the balls on the rack. All right, let's go. Let's get two lines. Let's get the bigger players right here on the red line from Jonathan on. Shorter players right here on the intersection. All right, let's go. Marquise, you'll be on the wing. Craig, you can get in front where Jonathan is. Kevin, you'll be on the wing. All right, step out with the ball. Let's balance the lines. All right, now our next drill, we're going to take our sweep and swing or our square up principles where we're trying to keep the ball out of the middle third. We are using our jab step. We're keeping the ball hip to hip. Now we're going to see if we can do it with some pressure. In this drill, we're going to pass the ball to the wings. Once we pass the ball to the wings, we're going to challenge the defense to be a good teammate, not a nice teammate. We're trying to get our teammates ready for a game. They're going to close out, and we're going to ask them to steal the ball. Honestly, try to steal the ball, but no fouls. Okay? So there's a fine line there. Be aggressive, come up with the steal, but no fouls. We're looking for these two guys to be able to protect the ball, never take the ball across the midsection. We're also watching these guys pivot foot. Far too many players under pressure will end up walking because they're moving that pivot foot ever so slowly and subtly backwards. Okay, so the challenge is, can I protect the ball and also avoid the travel? All right, when I say go, we're going to pass the ball, close out, protect the ball. When we swap it up, defense goes to offense, offense goes to the back of the line. Ready? Go. Swap it up. All right, now for time's sake, we're not going to have everybody go through, and also regarding practice time management, just know two things to be aware of. Number one is carryover. We want to be really sharp on carrying over the previous drill to the current drill. I think far too many coaches will work on something, then they move to the next, and they let the other stuff go. So we're real big on carryover. We do take baby steps progression-wise, but I do think it's important for us to focus on carryover, moving from one drill to the other. Secondly, for time's sake, we're not going to split up and go to different baskets, but it is important to keep all players on task, depending on how many goals you have. If you have 3 goals, 6 goals, divide them up, have less standing, have more players on task. All right. Now, this time we're going to make it tougher. Once everybody goes through this drill and proves to us that they can handle the pressure, now we're going to make them focus on something besides the defender. In a ball game, this player has to be able to see his teammates that are open. He has to be able to look at the defense and see what's going on and not be so focused on the defender who's trying to steal the ball. So to make this a more challenging drill, this time I'll hold up numbers. We're going to ask our offensive player to be able to square up, protect the ball, don't turn the ball over, and at the same time, out loud, call out the numbers that I'm calling out or that I'm holding up. Okay? Ready? Let's go.
2, 4, 1, 5, 2, 1, 3, 4, 1.
Swap it up. Okay. Defense to offense. Defense to offense. Offense to the back of the line. All right. The next progression of this drill, after everybody's gone through, is now we want to be able to not only read the fingers that a coach holds up, but now we want to go to more practical basketball situations. And one of the first that comes to mind is being able to protect the ball while reading your post man, reading what we call passing angles. Now, for this drill, we're going to slide this man up. I'll tell you what, Craig, you come right here. Take Craig's spot. All right, Marquise, you're right behind Craig. All right, take one step up, Craig. All right, come on, Kevin. All right, now for this drill, what we'll do is we will take the line and we'll go ahead and stack up 3 right here. Okay? We're going to stack up 3 guys. Let's go ahead and walk through it, Craig. Pass the ball, just walk. All right, we're going to ask this back man, he's going to be the post defender, to stay directly behind this offensive post man. Don't give anything away until the ball is passed. When the ball is passed, he's simply going to take one step this way or one step the other way and defend the post. Now, we call this dummy defense. Anytime we ask the defense not to play full speed and not to play defense how we play it, okay, we call that dummy defense. Now, dummy defense can be debatable amongst coaches. Some people don't believe in ever having your defenders play dummy defense and go half speed or do something that you don't do defensively. But it's been my experience that as you're teaching early in practice, the defense always progresses faster and further along than the offense. If you want the offense to learn in small progressions, I think you have to at times control the defense or it can get ugly. And it takes away the confidence and the buying in of your players towards your offense. This is one of those situations. Go ahead and start back over, Kevin. All right, we're going to ask this post defender to stay behind him. Once the ball is passed, he will choose one side or the other. It's nothing but a visual or a prop. He's not going to try to steal the ball. All we're looking at is for this offensive player now to be able to protect the ball. And instead of reading fingers like he did a while ago, he's going to read the passing angle. It's either going to be one dribble this way or one dribble this way. So it's the same drill. Now we're reading the passing angle. Okay? All right, you guys know what we're doing? Okay? I tell you what, you guys just stay still and we'll watch this group go. Ready? Go. Good. All right, rotate it. Everybody just rotates up. All right, here we go. Rotate it. Here we go. Good. Rotate. Here we go. Good job. All right, now set it up. All right, now the next progression is we're going to ask this man to read the passing angle like we've been doing. Then we're going to ask him to relocate and spot up for the three-point shot. Okay? Again, we're looking at dummy defense, defending the post the same way we have. We're going to ask this defender to come out here and try to steal the ball. But once the ball is passed, we're going to ask him to come down here and choke it. And we'll look for the three-point shot. All right, this is how it looks. Here we go. Okay, right there, very good. All right, set it back up. All right, now again, we're looking at reducing turnovers in our offense. Okay, we talked about how to square up and keep the ball out of the middle third to reduce turnovers. Another big way for us to reduce turnovers in any offense, much less the motion, is to have one-handed passing. When we say one-handed passing, what we're looking at is, I call it shot put passing. Shot put means my hand comes from my shoulder. Hand comes from my shoulder. Because if you don't describe it that way, they could throw the ball out here and say, Coach, I threw it with one hand, like a baseball pass. We don't want the ball out here. They could also throw it in here. Okay? So we describe to them shot put passing is hand from the shoulder. Hand from the shoulder. The one-handed passing keeps us from crossing our body when we pass the ball. It keeps the defender from being able to get a hand on the ball. We're keeping the ball on the perimeter away from the defense. Okay, that's one-handed passing. With the younger group, sometimes this is difficult as far as strength-wise, but as they get older, we definitely want to encourage this one-handed passing. Now, the things we're looking for in this drill, this is a very elementary drill. We normally only do this drill one time a year. The main reason we do it is not just to get comfortable passing with one hand, but it's also to look at our feet. To have strong passes, to reduce turnovers by zipping the ball, we want to look at step through and follow through. We want to follow through. We talk about it a lot in shooting. We don't talk about it a lot with passing. But it can be the difference between a weak pass and a strong pass, simply following through. The next thing is the step. Too many players want to pass the ball and not use their body weight and power by stepping. Now, sometimes the excuse for a player not to step through on a pass is he will bring up his pivot foot. He'll say, well, I had the wrong pivot foot. So we do this drill mainly so that the rest of the season we can eliminate the excuse of which pivot foot did you have. We're going to make these guys work on step through, follow through, one-handed passing, and we're going to change their pivot feet to prove to them that they can do either. All right? Now, one of them involves simply stepping. The other one is a step across the body. If you'll notice right now, I'm keeping my pivot foot the same. One involves a step, one is actually coming across my body. The one in which we step across our body is actually even more to our advantage because our body is now helping us to protect the ball and eliminate deflections, okay? All right now I'm going to designate the pivot foot. You guys will simply take turns passing the ball. One-handed passing, step through, follow through. We'll start with our right foot planted. Right foot's our pivot foot. Ready? Go. All right, stop. Let's rotate this way. Come on, Marquise. All right, a real simple drill. Again, usually we would have 3 guys per goal. We rotate them through so everybody gets this middle spot right here. Let's do it again. Right foot, pivot foot. All right, let's rotate. Okay, we'll go ahead and pretend that everybody has been where they've been. Everybody's been in this middle spot. Now we'll simply change pivot foots. Left foot, pivot foot. Ready? Go. Okay, rotate it. Here we go. Left foot, pivot foot. All right, good job. All right, real simple drill. Again, we normally do that just one time to get rid of some of the excuses we may hear during the season. We do want step through, follow through, one-handed passes, strong passes. All right, now we're going to, after spending a lot of time on ball protection, on reducing turnovers, now we're going to begin to teach our mini cuts that we have in what we call free. Again, this is our offense, our motion offense with no screens, and there's basically, there's 4 main cuts. We have 2 or 3 extra cuts, but the core of it involves 4 cuts. The first one is our V cut. Now, everybody knows how to do a V cut, okay? But the way we teach it, we want more of an explosion. The traditional V cut is to run toward the basket and to run back out. okay? We want more of a jump when we come back out. We want more of a explosion to separate me from my defender, and I think it can be more accomplished with a jump rather than turning and running. All right, before we teach our guys the V-cuts, we simply teach them or emphasize jumping sideways. We can line them up. We're on our right foot on the red line, and what we're going to look at is jumping off of this foot. We're going to throw the other foot, jump as far as we can, sideways. That's all we're doing, sideways. We want an explosion there to separate us from the defender. All right, real quickly, when I say go, we're going to do side jumps as fast as you can, as far as you can. Ready? Go. All right, walk back. Go. Walk back. All right, let's turn the other way. Go. Go. All right, very good. Now we're going to take the side jumps and we're going to take it into teaching our V-cut. In our V-cut, we want our guys to walk in a hurry to the basket, strong steps in a hurry, and we're going to face the ball. The ball's at the top of the key right now. I'm facing the ball. Hurry to the basket, walk your man down, face the ball, side jump. Looks like this. Okay? We do teach our guys to